So let's take a look at question 2. Which one is true and which one is false? The very first one says there is a real number like x such that x squared plus 4 becomes 0. From algebra, you know the graph is a parabola and this guy is above x-axis. There is no intersection between the parabola and x-axis, so there is no 0. Or you could solve it algebraically. This is a false statement. What about the second one? It says, for all integers like x and y, if I randomly select integers, not just me, you as well, if you randomly select integers x and y, x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared for some integers like z. Wow, what do you think about this statement? This statement is not going to be true. This statement is false. For example, you can say, wow, x can be 1 and y can be -1. Then here you have 1 squared plus 1 squared, which is 2. And is it equal to z squared? Then z becomes plus minus square root of 2. If x is 1, y is -1, for example, then z squared is equal to 2. Or z becomes plus minus square root of 2. Well, we know that this guy is not an integer. This doesn't belong to integers. So this is also a false statement. What about this one here? If x is less than 1, then x minus 1 squared must be larger than 0. So remember the graph of x minus 1 to the second power. We are shifting the parabola 1 unit to the right-hand side. So take a look at this. For any x which is less than 1, any x less than 1 belongs to this part. All right, take a look at its y. Its y is larger than 0. Its y is above x-axis. So this is a true statement. And finally, take a look at x squared larger than or equal to 0. Here you have a parabola. If you have x squared larger than equal to 0, then you can conclude that x is larger than equal to 0. Well, not so much. You have positive x values and you have also negative x values. For both of these, the y, which is x squared, is above x-axis, or it takes 0 and positive y value. So this is also a false statement. As you can see, we are just using basic algebra, intermediate algebra, to analyze these.